Good evening, everyone. Let me turn this down here because I'm getting some feedback. I got to turn off the speaker on one of these. Hang on here. Sorry about that. 1 second. There we go. Okay, no feedback. Let's see here. Hopefully not. Whoops, hang on here. Always technical difficulties, right? Bear with me here 1 second here. We can say hi to Fig. Okay. There we go. Sorry, y'all. There's just there we go. You should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that. All right. Got to turn this a little bit. And hopefully it'll go back. Sideways. Technology. Hi, Vic. What are you doing? Oh, you gonna say hi to everybody? Say Happy New Year. Say hi. She's grown, y'all. She's a full 10 pounds now. So, there's the baby. There you go. All right, sweetheart. There you go. And thanks, Peggy. Hi, Connie. Hi, Peggy. Give me a second here. Jason got me a new stand for Christmas for this, and it's a little bit different. So I'm trying to get the hang of it. As you can see, it's got everything going the wrong direction, but I'm hoping to get that fixed here in a second, and we'll get started because I definitely don't want to do everything sideways. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in and saying hi. Appreciate it. And let's see if I can't get this to be turned the other way. Let me go to a solo. Let's see here. Hang on. This is not going to be easy. First one out of the gate here, everybody. Sorry about that. 1 second here. It just does not want to go the other direction. Give me. Jill. All right, we're going to see if we can't get this to turn. There we go. All right, I know I disappeared, but here we go. Yay! Ah, here we go. Yay! All right. Hello again. A little bit of technical difficulties there. Like I said, I got a new place to hold my phone that has a light on the end. It's actually very cool. It takes up a lot more space. I can actually move the thing up and down, and it should be a lot easier. So, yes, yay! So, I wanted to share a fun fold card with you this evening with the sweet bugs. They are just so sweet, and I love them to pieces. And you know, I know bugs are, a lot of people don't like bugs, but these are cute, I promise. So this is the card, and it opens like so. And I used these little blackberry and strawberry dies. The bee, the Hello Friend stamp there. This is what it looks like from the top. Hey Robin, how are you? Happy New Year. So, yeah, let's get started. Now that the technical difficulties are hopefully under the belt. So, all right. Most important thing here, you're only going to get one card base out of a 8.5 by 11, and you'll want this to be 5.5 by 10 1/8. So put that over there so I can see everything. And then I'll show you a couple different options here. I actually cut these so that they are in order. I wanted it to make a little scene on, excuse me, on the card here. So it's a continuous scene on this. If you're not worried about that, don't worry about it. So that's, and then this is the, did I get that right? Nope, there we go. Nope, hang on. Ah, there we go. So there's my continuous pattern. So just make sure to pay attention to that. If you like that, like I said, I wanted that to be continuous there in those pieces. However, I wanted the inside piece here to be different. So I went with the back of the mushroom page and went with that. You will need a couple pieces here. So you've got 3 pieces here. These are 5 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then 5 1/4 on this piece here, and it's by 3 here. So let's go see if we can do. See, I go to solo. There we go. Now you can see everything. There we go. All right. So again, they're all 5 1/4, and this one's by 3, and these are by 1 1/4 here. And then your DSP pieces, which I did not mention the size, they are all 5 1/8 by 1 1/8, and you'll need 4. 3 continuous pattern, 1 different if you want to do it like mine. And let me set these up here. All right. I'm just going to set that off to the side there. I did cut everything, but we're going to go ahead and do the scoring here. Going to need that long arm. And on the 10 1/8 side, you are going to score this at 4 1/4. Make sure that cutting blade's out of the way. Make sure my little bug pieces are out of the way too. Oops, I almost cut that. So that's 4 1/4. All right, and then we're going to do 5 3/4. Then we're going to do 7 1/4. And then 8 3/4. Okay. So again, 10 1/8 side, we're going to do 4 1/4, 5 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8 3/4. Okay. Let's go ahead and fold and burnish this. And so you'll notice that your top piece is that much longer than your back piece, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's what we're going to be making that column with. And I'll show you a trick to that. So let's go ahead and layer these pieces. Oh, I also have the Spotlight and Nature's die. I did this round piece here that we'll do in a minute. Okay, so because I lined these up, 2 of them, the 2 on the left are going to go on those. The next piece will be this one. And then this one will go on the side of this one here. So let's go ahead and get those glued down so that you don't mix them up. Just use your adhesive of choice. I use this because it gives me a chance to move the stuff because it's a pretty tight border there. All right, so that's going to be on the right. Let's go ahead and do this one next. Even though my craft room is kind of a disaster right now because I am diligently going through everything, I was excited for this evening to get back to doing Crafty Hour live. All right, there we go. I was looking around looking for pig. The last one here. I also wanted to do this card because I wanted to show you that you can make it actually without all the other bugs because it's got this fun fruit pattern in it as well. Okay, so got our 2 pieces there, that piece. Let's go ahead and put this on the inside of the card base. And you are going to put this all the way to the right and just give yourself an even border. And this is part of this is going to go underneath, which is no big deal there. All right. So this one will be on the outside front on the far left. The middle. Fig. Sorry, excuse me 1 second here. Whoop. Hold on. Get down. Get down right now. Come on. You are a little nugget and a half. All right. Behave. She is very much climbing. Thank you, Peggy. She is climbing like crazy and being a almost 9-month-old kitten, for sure. All right. So let me show you the trick here for adhering this and getting it nice and straight, because it's going to be mechanical, the mechanical part of it. I wanted to go ahead and use tear and tape on this. And then let me show you the trick to putting this down real easy and getting it straight. Once you take off that adhesive, the back of that adhesive there, go ahead and fold it to where your middle right and your far right are here, and then just go ahead and close that back over it like so. Give it a good press, and voila. You've got your thing. You didn't have to worry about it. Is it straight? Is it not straight? There you go. Okay, let's go ahead and do our stamping. And we are going to say hello, friend. Oh, Fig. There you go. All right, so I have all these little goodies here. I am going to get out my silicone craft mat here because we're going to do a little bit of gluing. You could also use your the craft adhesive sheets. So let's see here. I already have one blackberry made, so we'll use that. And I will tell you that this little tiny die comes with, it'll cut out at the same time. It cuts one blackberry and 2 strawberries. I wish they would have done 2 strawberries, 1 blackberry, 2 blackberries, 2 strawberries. So I will tell you that it is a great use of your scraps. And so I just overlapped it. So I got just the blackberry on this. And then I used a tiny piece to do just the strawberries. So that's just a little tip there for that. And then the little stem ones, it does 3 at a time, which is fabulous. It has these couple different ones. So that was easy to go ahead and punch a whole bunch at the same time, or die cut a whole bunch at the same time. All right, so do I have enough? Yes. Okay. Take your pick tool is your friend on this. Turn it over and get that correct. There we go. So I'm just putting just a dot on the tops of these. Oops, I'm totally trying to put the wrong lid on that. All right. So for the strawberries, I took the leaves and put them downward. And we'll let that dry. Pick your pick tool makes all the difference in the world here. And then for the blackberries, I went up. Don't worry if you get glue, it'll dry clear. It'll be okay. The good thing about working on the silicone craft mat is that it comes unstuck. So, all right, bring this over. Now I also have this paper here. It has all these fun bugs, and the dies actually cut these out. So it's fabulous. You don't have to fussy cut, everyone. Just use your dies. So we can go like this. Got a cute little bee cut again. There we go. If you ever get your dies over too far, which I mean, it happens, you can, just trim off a little while and still be fabulous. So here I said no fussy cutting, and here I am, but all right. We will go ahead and pop that one up there. And for these, I believe I used glue dots. It was just nice and easy there. It would help if I brought that over so we can see it. Just kind of overlap them. I thought they worked so well with the paper. So I guess I only did 2 blackberries. And last little strawberry here. There we go. Put that other little blackberry back in the thing here. Okay, and so what I did is that I just centered this like so. You could use whatever you want for adhesive there, but I just did a little glue. And it's just so fun the way that it just pops up there. And this particular suite has super cute embellishments. They are little ladybugs. And these look like water droplets to me, so that's what I used on this. There we go. And just put them wherever it makes sense on there. Some adhesive on the thing. All right, there we have it. Thank you, Robin. I hope you guys will give this column card a try. I just think it's super fun with these bugs. And yeah, so hope everybody has a great rest of your evening and a lovely weekend ahead. I really appreciate you tuning in and joining me for Crafty Hour, the first one of the new year. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help. And until next time, take care, be well. Thanks. Bye-bye.